Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back playing some Feed the Beast Horizons Daybreaker for episode 11. And to start with here, I have some good news and some bad news. I'll start with the good news because good news is always good. And that is that Feed the Beast Horizons Daybreaker has updated. There is a new version of the pack out, which means we have new mods and a bunch of really cool new stuff to play with. However, the bad news is that Feed the Beast Horizons Daybreaker has updated. And with the new update, Feed the Beast have obviously cottoned on to our extraordinarily overpowered laser that we made at the end of last episode, which unfortunately in the newest update does absolutely nothing. We cannot use it whatsoever, it doesn't mine, it doesn't craft, it doesn't do anything, it's just a big hunk of wasted time and space that does absolutely nothing. It's a bit of a shame. I would have preferred it if they would have just increased the amount of redstone flux that it uses. I could see why they turned them off. It was really stupidly overpowered. A bunch of people in the comment section of the last episode were saying that it was just ridiculous how overpowered this thing was. But like I said, I would have preferred it if they would have just gone ahead and like upped the amount of redstone flux it uses, even if they upped it dramatically to make it like stupidly expensive to use and made it like really underpowered. It would have been nicer than just straight up not being able to use it, which is a bit of a shame. But again, I could see why they did it. And I guess for now, we can just dump it in this chest and we are back to our good old friend, the redstonic drill. And we're going to be using this guy for the remainder of our time. So we don't have quite as much stuff as I would have liked to have had before they nerfed it. We did get a fair bit of stuff. You can see we have a bit of lead. We have quite a bit of iron, and I believe we've got about 42 diamonds right now. I don't think, yeah, this chest got filled up, so all of the stuff is in one of these three chests right here. So we've got a little bit of lapis, a little bit of redstone, we've got 42 diamonds, quite a bit of coal, some ender pearls, which is nice, a lot more redstone and lapis, which is lovely. We got a fair bit of stuff, but not quite as much as I was hoping. I'll take this out and like dump those in here for now. There's no point really in the being over here, but on the good side of the good news, we have a new mod. We have Immersive Engineering, which is a really cool mod that I have been looking forward to playing with for quite a while now, and today we're going to start with it. We're going to start by setting up the basics, because this mod uses an absolute butt-ton of steel. Like, everything in the world that you need to make uses steel, he says, as he clicks on all of this stuff, and none of it requires steel. Trust me, we need steel, we need a lot of it, and we also need a lot of this stuff here, this treated wood. Pretty much everything we click on, and I keep clicking on the stuff that doesn't need it, if we click on some of this stuff, you can see it all requires some kind of treated wood or treated sticks, and treated wood is got by combining wood and a bucket of creosote oil. Now, creosote oil, much like the creosote oil in Railcraft, if you've ever played with Railcraft before, is made in a coke oven. Now, Immersive Engineering adds its own coke oven. I assume if both mods are installed, we don't have Railcraft, by the way, but I assume if both mods are installed, then you could use either coke oven. I'm not too sure. But anyway, we have to start by making a coke oven, and then we can go ahead and make a blast furnace, and the blast furnace will allow us to make steel. Steel is made by putting iron blocks into the blast furnace and leaving them for 10,800 ticks, which is a massive pain in the backside, but we'll get to that a little while later. So, to start with here, we are going to need 27 blocks of coke oven and 27 blocks of blast furnace. Also, I have no idea what happened to the texture for blaze powder in the newest update. What is this? What is this? I don't know what happened there. For some reason now, whenever I go and make blaze powder, this is what blaze powder looks like. We've got like a little battery, like a block of steel, something blue here. I have no idea what this is, but apparently that is now blaze powder. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that we have blaze powder already researched in our book. We also have quite a bit of brick there. We should have some clay lying around somewhere. Let me just have a quick look here for clay. If we don't, that would be a bit of a pain, but I'm fairly certain that we do. Yes, we do. Good. 58. Nice. That should be more than enough to make the whole of the blast furnace. Let's go back to Immersive Engineering here. And then finally, we just need some smooth sandstone, which is just 4 sandstone, which I believe is just 4 sand. So, if we do something like this, that gets us sandstone. I think we need 4 sandstone, and then we can combine 4 sandstone up to make smooth sandstone. I think that's how that works. So, to start with here, we're going to go back to our good old friend, the condenser. I've been making a bunch of baked potatoes since the end of last episode, so that we are always up on our hunger, which is a good point, because currently we are not. Oh, who doesn't like baked potatoes? Okay, let's go ahead and throw you in there. let's research sandstone so we can make a few more of those. And then we will also go ahead and research sandstone bricks once that is done. Another thing that we are going to have to research is nether bricks, because if we look at the recipe for a blast furnace, it is 4 bricks, blaze powder, and 4 nether bricks. So let's go ahead and smelt up some netherrack into some nether brick, which I did before the episode because I am just a genius. Now, if we go over here, let me check real quick with the Tome of Arcane Knowledge. Good, it retained all our stuff. Like I said, even in the new update, sometimes when I log off and log back on, not all of my stuff is there. It's a bit of a pain, but that's fine. We are going to, however, have to make another nether brick here, because that one is going to get used up by the research table. But once this is done, we pretty much should be good to go. So let's take this guy. Let's go make ourselves some sandstone bricks, which I believe we just have an EMC of, like, 2? 4. Okay, that makes sense. EMC of 4. Let's plonk you in there. Let's make ourselves a bunch of sandstone like that. And we should get quite a bit of this. Why you no work, please? You no work? Sandstone? Make more sandstone? Okay. No idea why that's not working. Okay, so I had to restart the game there real quick. I'm not quite sure what's up, but I think we found another bug, because for some reason, both sandstone and sand had an exchange energy of 0, as well as nether bricks, so it would seem that anything new that we add to the Alchemical Tome of Knowledge just has an EMC of 0 to start with. What? I have no idea what that's about. Anyway, let's grab like a bit of lapis. The good news is, even though our drill is gone, we did get quite a bit of lapis, and lapis is very valuable, especially in stacks. Look at that. That's 55,000 EMC in a stack of lapis, and we do have quite a bit of lapis, as well as quite a lot of diamonds and gems, which is pretty cool. So let's have a look at this. If I put sandstone in, is this going to work now? Oh, it is. Cool. Okay, so we'll make some sandstone. We're also going to need to make some nether brick. Let me just check that I've got this right here. Sandstone in block form. It makes us some smooth sandstone. Very good. And we'll just leave that like that to get all the rest of the stuff. That's sandstone. Sandstone. Is this... Oh, come on now. Work with me here. Sandstone. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. We'll take all that. We'll do that again. Sandstone together makes a smooth sandstone. And then we're also going to need some nether brick. Let's put that in there and get some of that as well. And then, basically, all we're going to do here is we're going to run over to our bench. We're going to throw all of these in. 1, 2, 3, 4 with... Was it 1, 2, 3, 4? I have no idea. It was not even close. That was completely wrong in every possible way. 1, 2, 3, and 4 with 4 bricks like that, and then blaze in the middle gets us the blast furnace, and then the other one looks something like this. I'm not going to try shift clicking because shift clicking is just crashing this game left, right, and center right now. So I'll put that in like that, and then was it more bricks? But the other way around? It was. That gets us coke oven. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go away. I'm going to get 27 of each of these, which basically means doing that recipe about 14 times for each one. And I'll be back in a second. And a little while later, we have both 28 coal coke and 28 blast furnace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set both of these up down here. And thankfully, due to the fact that we are now using our good old eye drill again, we can quite easily do something like this. And dig a very nice little 3x3 hole for the blast oven and the coal coke oven. I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put the other one on the other side here, just for symmetry's sake. That looks good. We'll put you there and there. And then let's go ahead and grab both of these. I'm going to put the coke oven on this side, and it's simply a 3x3 block, pretty much exactly the same as in Railcraft, but instead of having a hollow block in the middle, it is actually a full block, like so. There we go. And then on the other side, we need a blast furnace. And again, exactly the same. It's just a big 3x3x3 cube that looks something like that. There we go. So right now, these are actually just blocks. They are not actually multi-blocks yet. They are just like, it says they can be learned. But I think that's from the equivalent exchange there. Both of these right now are actually not multi-blocks yet. To make them multi-blocks, what we need to do is we need to right-click on them with an engineer's hammer. The engineer's hammer is this guy over here. Fairly easy to make. It is 2 iron, 2 sticks, and a string. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves 2 iron. Like so. Let's grab some string, which I think we have maybe... Oh, yes, we do. It's there. Good. Take that. And then we'll also grab some wood to make some sticks. Let's take 2 of you. And if we combine all those together like this, we get ourselves a hammer. Nice. Not quite sure where the string went. I'm assuming that's going to, like, hold it all together. But all we have to do now is head on down. Simply right-click in the middle. Boom. And boom. Nice. So we now have a fully functional coke oven and a fully functional blast furnace. You can see blast furnace, coke oven. So the blast furnace, as I believe, only runs on coal coke. So if we look at the recipe for steel, for example, what we have to do is we have to put either a block of charcoal, coal coke, or a block of coal coke. Now, can we make a block of charcoal? Block of charcoal from garden stuff is just charcoal. Let me test if that works, because okay, so the three things that the blast furnace works on that apparently is coal coke, blocks of coal coke, and blocks of charcoal. Now, I didn't know about blocks of charcoal until about 38 seconds ago, so I'm going to give those a try, because if that does work, that's going to make our lives a little bit easier. We are still going to need to make the coal coke, because we need the creosote oil for all of the wood that we're going to use, but it does make life a little easier. Now, one thing that drives me insane, one thing that I really, really hate in the whole entire world, I hate other things more, but one thing that really drives me insane is blast furnaces and coke ovens. So the reason why they drive me insane is because for no apparent reason, like if I put a block of coal in here, they take days. They don't take days, but they take forever to get anything done, and it is so annoying. If you look at the recipe here, it takes, let's see, here, it takes 16,200 ticks. Now, in Minecraft, there are 20 ticks a second, which means this takes about 14 minutes of real-life time to complete. So it takes 14 minutes to make a block of coal and 5 buckets worth of creosote oil. Why? Why does it take 14 minutes? That is a pointlessly long amount of time. And then this one over here is not much better. This one over here takes 9 minutes to turn a block of iron into a block of steel, or an iron ingot into a steel ingot. 9 minutes and 14 minutes. And if we were to do it together, if we were to wait for this to become a block of coal coke, coal coke, to then take that block of coal coke, put it in here, and turn the block of iron into a block of steel, that would be a total of like 23 minutes. 23 minutes to make one block of steel. What is that about? Oh, gosh. It annoys me. It annoys me. It's one of the few things that annoys me, but pointlessly long tasks that take long time pointlessly. That was terrible English. They annoy me. They annoy me. However, we can make that time slightly less, hopefully, if we can use blocks of charcoal. So let's take this block of charcoal. That looks very different to the block of charcoal that I'm seeing up here. That looks more like this charcoal container. And I think, what is that about? There are 3 different things that are made using, I guess this isn't going to work. I have a really sad feeling, yeah, this is not going to work. It's not. Oh, that is terrible. So, it turns out you can make charcoal blocks, but not if Apple's Milk and Tea is installed. In that case, no, you cannot make that. I don't even know. Anyway. So instead, we're going back to plan A, the original plan, which is to set it up so that what we can do is we can just go away. I'm going to put this on a server. I'm going to leave it for ages so that we can actually get a decent amount of steel and also a decent amount of creosote oil, because we're going to need quite a lot of that. And so I'm going to set this up so it's automatic. I'm going to set it up so that we have blocks of coal being dispensed into here, then getting taken out, put into here, combined with blocks of iron, and making a steel. And to do that, we are going to have to dig into the wall a little bit, which means we are going to need some kind of pickaxe. So, do we have one? We have this ye old stone one from back in the day. I think we have a diamond one somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Although I may be mistaken. Thankfully, we do have our amethyst one here. So, my plan is to have a transfer node of some kind, taking stuff out of here. If we need to, we'll whitelist coal coke, although I don't think it can pull out the normal blocks of coal. So we're going to set it to whitelist coal coke and pull out the coal coke and send it across into here. So to do that, we are of course going to need transfer nodes. Thankfully, we do now have ender pearls, which means we can make 4 transfer nodes at a time, which is very nice indeed. If we go ahead and type in node and then go ahead and get all of the stuff that we need that I think I put into one of these chests. We need ender pearls for sure. We need redstone for definite. We need pipes if we have them. Did I leave the pipes in here? I might have done. I did. Okay, so let's see. Do we have what it takes? We do not. We need a chest. We have a chest. Let's put you there. You there? I think. Maybe we need 2 stone there, and then like 2 redstone. Yeah, we have what it takes. We've got what it takes. Boom. That gets us 4 transfer nodes. Nice. We are then going to need a little bit of transfer pipe, which is good because we have some. And then if we do something like this and go boom, 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 and boom, that should now pull anything from this section of the blast furnace out, send it all the way along, and put it into this section here, the bottom section of the, sorry, pull it out of the coke oven, and send it to the bottom section of the blast furnace. Now, the next thing we need to do is get blocks of iron, oh gosh, fire, is get blocks of iron into the top slot there. Now, I'm not quite sure if you have to go into the top of the blast furnace, but when I tested it, going into the top of the blast furnace worked, so we're going to go ahead and put some pipes that kind of run from here, and then I'm going to have them go along and round, and we'll put like a chest here and fill it up with some iron blocks. So, we're going to have the pipe run down like this. I do want to make sure it doesn't connect anywhere else. Again, I'm not sure if this actually matters. I don't know if it will automatically put it into that top iron slot, but just to be safe, we'll disconnect all of those. We will stick a chest down like that. We'll get rid of you, put a transfer node there, and of course, disconnect that. There we go. And now, if we put iron or iron blocks into here, it should go around and into the top of there. It's not necessarily useful. Well, I should rephrase that. It's not necessary to have this chest here and to have this little setup. We could just put like 10 blocks of iron in here and walk away. But I kind of like the idea of having this set up for future automation if I want to like pump stuff, like iron, a certain amount of iron straight from the quarry into here and then have it go around and into there. I'd like to have this chest for the future. So that's why I've made this. And now this should be pretty much automated. All we gotta do now is put so many blocks of coal into this coal coke oven, go away for like 400 days, and come back. But the final piece of the puzzle to make sure that stuff actually works whilst I'm not here is a chunk loader. So if we go ahead and type in chunk loader, this guy over here, not the easiest thing to make, but thanks to all the stuff that we have, it's now fairly easy. We are gonna need some leather and some paper to make a book. Do we already have a book? We do. I was gonna go ahead and suggest that we research it, but we have some leather there, and we have some sugarcane, I think, somewhere. So instead, we'll use this book, as well as some obsidian, some diamonds. Do we have obsidian? That's a good question. We do. We'll take 6 obsidian. We'll take 2 diamonds. We'll also take our ender pearl and some gold. And basically, what a chunk loader does is once it only works when you're on a server, by the way. So this will not work on a single player. You have to have a server running with your world on, and basically it keeps the world loaded in, it keeps the world working, if you will, whilst you're not here. So basically what's going to happen now is I'm going to put this onto a server. The chunk loader is going to make sure that even whilst I'm not logged on, what will happen, I think it's like this if I'm not mistaken, what will happen is everything will still work. So the coal coke oven will still tick away, and we'll still be making coal coke, and the blast furnace will still be making steel, even whilst I'm not here. So let's put this down, say, like, just in the middle of the floor here. We'll just plunk it there. 3 chunks, I think, should be fine. If we press, if we go show lasers, you can see it's doing, and if we go look like outside, I think we can still see this from here. You can see that it's doing, this is the area that's going to stay loaded whilst we're not here. So we want to make sure that all our power is still intact. That's going to help it process all the ores. We want to make sure pretty much everything, our whole base, is encompassed in this 3-chunk area. And that's going to make sure that everything keeps running. And then when I come back, we should have a nice amount of steel, which is pretty cool. So let's finally go ahead and grab, we can turn those lasers off in a second. Let's grab some more coal. Let's make some more blocks of coal. And let's go plunk them into the furnace here. This is going to take like hours to complete, and it's flipping a pain, but it's fine. We will turn that off. Hide lasers. There we go. That is still working. Everything here should be good. Let's get some iron and stick it in that chest. And we still need to get something that makes us walk faster because, geez, we walk really, really slow. So let's do something like this. I'm not too sure how many, like, if a block of coal coke, how long that lasts. Like, if it's going to last for, say, 6 blocks of iron, or if it's going to take, like, less than that or more than that. I don't know. But for now, we'll put 6 blocks in there. That's going to get us 54 steel in total, so you can go there. And when we come back on, we should have almost a stack of steel, which is pretty cool. But for now, guys, I'm going to end today's episode here. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit like. Be sure to come back and watch next time, because Immersive Engineering is a really cool mod, despite having a really horrible way of making steel. The rest of the mod is really, really cool, and I'm really excited to play around with it. But again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.